Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In the last episode, we did a few things, but one of them was we started the expansion of Commotionovsk over here. And I've gone a little bit further. I mean, we started off with this little area here. What I've done is I put an extra shopping center in here. I've expanded the power infrastructure, and there's a few other buildings, another kindergarten, another couple of residential buildings, and I've got the waste services in there, added a few more paths, and you would recall we had some issues with buses, so I replaced those buses, and now these buses run through this area here, and so we will hopefully get it all serviced. I do like the idea of having this little service area ready to go in this location. Okay, so moving back to where we're at, I think for the time being, we'll allow this expansion to slowly happen over here. We had a pandemic report, seems to be impacted by some serious infection, causing patients severe complications or even death. Disease infectious enough to infect many citizens, so our hospital needs to be prepared. The World Health Organization released a warning about global infection. We expect long duration. Okay, let's get rid of that and just double check that these guys actually have access to our local hospital, which is over here. It's a big clinic only. Is that our only hospital? That means we may have to do a little bit of work about maybe starting construction on a secondary hospital. And I think something like this plot over here for a nice sizable hospital would be pretty good. Yeah, that'll work because we can still fill in a lot more residential in here. And that'll be a bit of a buffer to, I don't know, I don't think there's a lot happening in this area that's going to be problematic. But I do think let's make a start on another hospital. So emergency hospitals, not a small clinic, another big clinic or another actual hospital. I think another actual hospital, maybe the smaller of the varieties though. And let's see, can we potentially make sure we get access to... we cannot. That is an interesting one. So none of this area here is accessible. So can we potentially squeeze something in here? Don't think that's actually going to work. Though, this may actually work. Yeah, there it does. It does work in that location. So let's do that. Let us do that. We'll start construction on the hospital there. I will let the path be built by rubles. And then what we need to do is just get a little bit of a path access point. Yeah, shall we just do that? I think something like that should be fine. And let's actually bring it down via this side as well. We'll pay for those two, so we'll at least get some workers out over here. So now another hospital will start construction in this location also. It's a little bit tight in that area, but at least we don't have to expand our service provision just yet. Let's clean out all of that. I'm not even going to look at that right now. We should be exporting some stuff here. So if we go and have a look at our exports, let's go last month exports. Did we see any explosives? Yeah. Bitumen is still a big one. Fuel still a big one. Mechanical components. Look at that guy. We'd had no nuclear fuel. Why? Did we have breakdowns on nuclear fuel? We cannot export hazardous waste? Oh my. So our guys are still running. That's why it's becoming a little bit of a problem. Let's see. Let's quickly have a look. Hazardous waste should be dropped off in this location. This guy is picking up some stuff, but we need to probably expand our hazardous waste a little bit more. So what are we actually doing when we're going in here? Yeah, we're loading it already. So this guy is hazardous waste. That guy is hazardous waste. That guy is... So let's just go for hazardous waste in this one. Well, anyway, let's send this guy off to be honest. Maybe we should just not wait until we're full. Okay, so let's stop that process there. And then hopefully that means this guy should now leave. And hopefully that means we will get hazardous waste moving a little quicker. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. We're really struggling with the hazardous waste. So, and I think once we get back, maybe we should, let's spin this guy. So once it's empty, we'll move to hazardous waste. It costs us a fair bit to move the hazardous waste out. So hopefully we'll get there pretty quickly. There's a lot of stuff happening in terms of asphalt and construction over here. So we'll leave that in place just for the time being. I think we'll hopefully get everything fixed now. And that should be pretty good. This waste over here is loading pretty quickly. Okay, let's move on. We're missing oil. We are hopefully seeing the construction of these areas happening. What I will, however, do, that is connected over there. What I can also do is I can start by, yeah, this won't actually work. So let's just see about this. Get that out there. We'll do that. We'll tie these in. In like so. So we have all of those tied in. What I will want to do is try and see if we can't get. So what I've done, I've actually said, so let's assign new construction officers. I've added, where are they? Over here, I've added these two. I've added some more vehicles to the mix. So let's get, oh, no, not there. To number 2, let's get those 2 assigned. And then let's go and assign some construction for number 2, please. And let's just get all of this stuff underway. Oh, that needs a bit of a path over there. I'm pretty sure it does. So let's get some construction starting over here. Actually, you can make a start on that one also. So let's do that. I will go ahead and just pay for a little bit of construction over here still, just to make sure we have the through line through there. Okay, so now we should see a little bit more construction happening here. This guy has got people on site. Okay, that helping us at all? We're missing some electronic components. Let's see, can we at least make sure... Oh, this guy cannot actually get anywhere. That is pretty interesting. Well, let's start out over there. So at least we get something to that area. Okay, so this guy is now emptying out. What I will do is I'll just do one wagon of biological waste. So we'll keep that in mind. 1, 2... Yeah, so it's not... It's currently still loaded, so let's keep that going. Hopefully we'll get this constructed pretty soon. We can put even a couple of trains, maybe even, yeah, well, we'll put a train or 2 onto that and start making a move there. What is actually happening here? No workers or mechanisms. That's the only issue you have. So instead, you're just not bringing in any workers. That's the thing. So workers is a massive problem for our helicopter guys. So let's get rid of the contour lines and we'll have a look. We do have workers here, but the single helicopters moving them around might be a little bit of a challenge though. So there is a question whether we add a little bit more here. Be able to do we might be able to do one on each side actually. Not sure. 3 here, 1 there. May work. Okay, so it's actually picking up some people over here. That's fine. How are we doing? Still have a little bit of biological waste ready to go. It takes a little bit to empty those out. These guys are stuck. Trying to do what exactly? I think you're on your way back home, right? No, you're not. You're probably on your way back home, so let's get you out of the way. Get these guys to move a little bit. Here we go, and you're finishing off a little section through there, and then you should be done. Excellent, so you should be able to get back. Yeah, so I think the micromanagement in this area is kind of okay now, maybe. How far does it go back before it comes back? These guys are moving along pretty quickly to this area. We should get that finished off pretty quickly, and then we'll have this entire loop sorted. Here we go, we're seeing a little bit of movement there. Is this thing empty yet? Not yet, but it needs to come back and pick up a lot of hazardous waste. So we'll have to take a look at that and make sure we can support that. We're seeing some buses, probably with workers coming in. Excellent. Hopefully that'll move things a little bit quicker. I want to get all of this built. Yeah, we've got tons of vehicles and stuff ready to go here. So let's hopefully get that sorted out pretty quickly. It still has a little bit of biological waste in there. Hopefully we can just clear that out a little bit. This guy is still in construction because of there. Eventually I would like to kind of build some bridges and interchanges over here, so we'll have to keep an eye on what that looks like, what that feels like, but there's a fair bit going on. So that's good. Yeah, it goes pretty slowly over here. That guy's now done, so can we make a maneuver over there? Excellent. So now we've got 3 wagons of hazardous waste and only 1 wagon of biological waste. And so hopefully, and without us stopping for waiting for anything, hopefully it'll run a little bit smoother now. I think that's the plan at least. These things here still need to be built. We still need to run through there. Then those guys need to be built. We're missing oil. Hopefully we'll get the oil rigs up and running. What we don't have in this area and that we'll need is power. So let's quickly have a look at what our power distribution could look like over here to be able to accommodate everything in this area. I think that is the one. Thank you. I would like that one over there. Now, what we will have to kind of do is make a bit of a break in this one and try and run a little bit of extra power out this way. So that's kind of going to be the plan. I can't build it. If it was underground, I could have built something in there. So what I'll have to do, I'll have to very quickly just clear out one of these. Pay for that. Get rid of that ever so quickly. That is cutting us off from power from the other side. What I would like to do is do a bit of a splitter in this location. Something like that could be okay. Okay, so if we do that, and we just link this guy back in, I believe that should be okay. And what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of that so there's some access to it if we, in case we need to. Get this built lickety split. That should be moving some power back on through the various locations. So now we're ready to go and expand our power provision to this area. So the question really is, let's give ourselves a little bit of room here. So let's bring a big guy down here. We should be able to run through this section here. So if I want to add yet another splitter somewhere, let's do it there. Yeah, I like that idea. Let's do another splitter over there. We'll get a little bit closer to that side. We'll run probably just a... let's just run the biggest one in there. I'll run it down on that side. If we do that, that's okay. I'll pay for all of those, get them up and running. Well, actually, I didn't need to. Get this guy tied in here. Well, if I'm going to do that, I may as well pay for that little section there also. So now we've got this guy in place. And I'm keen on providing some power in a number of locations. So let's have a bit of a look here. at our distribution facility. So if I were to do that, that should be useful. Let's do that one. We will tie it in there and we'll get some underground cabling to just run it through from that side. Right? Oh, no, it's big cables, big underground cables. 7 megawatts. Yeah, probably good enough to just do the 7 megawatts through there. I will pay for that one. The other one, yeah, well, let's just see. There's a number of different spots, so let's just get a little bit of a underground line going. Shall we do, let's do that one here. So we'll leave one extra. I'm going to pay for that section. And we'll get that built and we'll get this built. There we go. So now this area should be powered. Yes, ready to go. Ready to pump all of this stuff. We can't actually, we're still waiting on a bunch of stuff here. Are we getting, yes, so there's a lot of guys that's actually trying to work on this. We're only missing workers. Okay, that's interesting. A lot of the steel has already come in. How many workers do you have on board? 9 workers. Can you just finish that off for us, please, so that we can make a start on all the other things? So really, we're missing workers quite significantly over here. This section, we're still missing a section over here. That section that was built by, okay, so you know what I will do. I've never actually come back to name these guys. So let's just name them. This will be named Term CO1. And this one will be named Term CO2. Here we go. So that should make a difference. What we will do is we will assign construction officers to number 3. It's those two, thank you. And then we'll assign some construction, please. So let's get some construction assigned for them. Let's just get these guys to come and help out with getting this done. I hope that will be, oh, we can't actually get there. And that one. And we need a little bit more in terms of pathing. Gonna right over there. I'll do 1 and 3 and there we go. So let's get those things assigned. This thing is built, so that's pretty cool. It's without power, but we've got power here now, so we can start looking at that. A bit of work that still needs to happen. Now, have we managed to move more of our hazardous waste? Trying to move a fair bit of hazardous waste, actually. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Got a cup of tea here, so I might take a quick sip of that. Okay. It picks up very slowly here, and so I do wonder whether we've got anything on the move where we would need a bit of maybe a claw instead, even for the hazardous waste. So this is probably a better way of moving the hazardous waste around. Yeah, we're just going straight through. We're really struggling. Yeah, now we're moving a little bit more there. This thing's going to be full now, and there we go. It's excellent. So at least we're moving it a little quicker. What I can do here, though, is I can make a bit of a change here. So let's do that one and that one and that one, and try and see about getting a few more in there. I wouldn't mind probably need to put an extra train onto that. So if we do an extra waste train, let's do that. I've got a couple of these things ready to go, and I can actually move this guy. Actually, this guy, as is. Oh, you know what? Move you. Bring you over here. Okay, forget about this. Get rid of that. All right, go over there. Unload all your wagons, right? Everything you've got. And then come back here, please, and quickly do that. So we'll move those wagons over there. Oh, I need to say start. There we go. Get your wagons on the other side. We'll put some extra stuff in here to hopefully move things along a little quicker. How's our construction going? My goodness, this is really good. I would like to not necessarily do that, but maybe make sure that we've got pretty reasonable loyalty in some of these locations. That would help us a fair bit. This guy's just going to drop off its stuff. Yeah, everything is moving along. Everybody's got what they need over here. So really, they should be fairly happy. They might be missing like sporting facilities or something, unable to enjoy culture, something like that. Hopefully, we'll grow our population here a little bit. You know what I want? I would like to increase our birth rate a little bit. So let's make a little bit of a move on that. Increase our birth rate and move some more people in. I don't want to spend the entire episode just fixing stuff. I want to make a bit of a plan for the next piece. Okay, so all of these guys are stuck and doing nothing because we're probably missing any people. Well, very few people here, really. So really what I would like to do is see way more people in here. But we've got room for them. Okay, so let's see. What is our closest? Do they have access to hospitals? No school? Oh, there's a hospital here. That's what I've actually built. So let's build a school next to the hospital. Or even on that side, I think. That could be useful. Let's build a school over here. The guy should be able to build a school pretty quickly. A school. Let's go the slightly larger school. Right? Shall we build a slightly larger school there? If we do this, I kind of like that. Just go there, and what we'll do is we'll pop in that little section there, and what I'll do is I'll pay for that so the construction crews can start working on this. Now we'll start seeing everything arrive here very quickly to get that built, so we should get it built really quickly. We'll get that school in place. This is a department store. Where's our other schools? So yeah, we probably need a kindergarten as well. Where is our school? Is this our other school? Yeah, okay, so really, oh, there's a kindergarten over here, which is good. This one should have enough room to move things over. Yeah, that's fine. This is all built. And all that we want to get in here is mixed waste, right? Nothing else is going to go this way. So this should all be mixed waste. So happy to load the mixed waste off there. But lots of people here, definitely no passengers or tourists or students in this location. Only workers is okay. And to be honest, for the time being, let's not do anything. Oh, we've actually got these moving. Wow. They are moving along. They are moving along. How's this looking? Are we filling this up? Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. That means we can actually get a train working here. So we've got only a single pipe coming through now, 3.63 tons per day. There's a lot of other stuff that they're still working on. We can start running a train to go and deliver some stuff. In order to run a train, let's have a quick look at our signaling. So you are coming in here with a chain. We have that one piece to make you come back. So what we'll need to do is we'll put a chain on this side, and we'll put a couple of block signals like so. So let's get rid of those two. That's okay. That is fine. You're going to run in there. There's some signals. There's some signals over here. I do honestly think we just need to make them go into the directions we want them to go now. So, block signal over there. This will be a block signal. And we'll have a block signal over there. Well, it doesn't have to be a block signal. This will have to be a chain. Then we do some block signals. You know what? I end up having to pay for this because of what I'm doing now. We'll get one there. Here we go. That's all good. This will be one way in that way. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do our signals in the right directions here. So that's basically just going to feed you into one where there's a slot available. And I really don't mind. It'll only Actually, if we do chains there, otherwise it might just... Let's do, if we do chains there, it'll fill you into one that has a... So all of these will be... will be blocked off, right? So if we've got something parked in there, all of them will be blocked off. Yeah, that's not going to work. It can't be chains. It doesn't matter too much. I think it's going to be fairly even. Doesn't matter which way we go with it. We've got these two. Let's get some chains going in here. I don't think chains here is super important, but we'll get them in there nonetheless. I'm happy to see that's happening. Let's see. We want one over there, over there, over there, and then there. Get ourselves a bit of a chain going here. That one we'll leave as is for the time being. This one will run this way. Do a chain there and a block on this side. And then we'll do one kind of in the middle here. I think that's going to be okay. Research program finished. So hopefully our birth rate is shooting into the sky. We'll get another one there. Get another one here. Another one here. Another one there. We'll put a chain down in here. That one there and that one there. That's good. That's an interesting one, really. So what I might actually do, yeah, we will need to get them out of that way. So that's okay. Then let's just grab some extra stuff here, there and there. The idea here is that we really would like to make sure that if we put another chain in there, we're not really going to have room to park anything. But at least we'll get that moving. So we need to get a couple of signals here. Let's start there and there. There and there. So I think that should be enough. We'll get some signals on the other side here. Get a bit of a chain going there. And we'll make it move out on the other side. And we've got a chain going on this side. We're just going to do that. And you will feed into wherever you're going to go. From here, yeah, I think we're okay. If you need to get out that way, we can. Okay, that's fine. So that'll work. I think, given that we've done the signaling, I may just end up quickly paying for the rest of our sections of rail. Rest of our rail segments. It's just going to be easier to deal with if we quickly finish that off. Okay, now, is this thing built? This is built, right? So that means we could actually turn it on. Second station is without a power supply. So let's get the power supply in, and then we'll get this moving so that we could maybe get workers out over here a little bit more effectively now. There's a lot of stuff that's already built here, to be honest. Okay, so now let's get a little bit of a power supply running to this side, and maybe just get the first sections done. Like if we get these two done, let's get a power supply in there. How's our happiness? All of that's holding. It's holding. We want to make sure we're getting everything here. Yeah, so that is a good spot for us right here. So we'll do that. We'll get it in there. I'm going to go ahead and pay for this one, to be honest, so that we can get so that we can activate some stuff. Okay, so from here, we'll just run it straight out from the first one, the first line. It'll be do we need to do underground? Can we do above ground? We could do above ground. So we could run it something like that. Actually, that would make a fair bit of sense. We'll cut it across there, and we'll tie it in there. And that looks pretty reasonable, to be honest. And we'll get it going in there. So let's do that. We'll get that up and running. So now this thing is powered, but the engine way is switched off. So what we want to do is we do need to buy some vehicles. Let's pause it for a second while we quickly have a look. Sip of tea. So the heavy garbage car is something that we're going to have some of. And then I also want personnel, heavy personnel cabins, 12. So what's the difference really? Heavy personnel cabin V2 looks a little bit more masculine. And then the light cabins. I think I'm just going to go with the heavy cabins, right? We can just do 10 of them for now or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. I think that's going to be good enough to make a start. And then what we'll do is we'll make a start. So I would love to see if we've got passengers waiting. We have no passengers waiting because I've switched it off. Let's get passengers back on track. So now passengers can come in. And I would actually be pretty keen on building another couple of residential buildings, maybe in here a few or over here. I think over here might be reasonable. We should start seeing a few people. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So now workers will be making their way. Oh, not passengers. Sorry, guys, workers. Sorry about that. That was a bit of a mistake. Happy I spotted it before it went on for too long. Now, if we were to want to do something like these, maybe. We don't have. So if we were to squeeze a few in here. So let's do something. Let's do something like this instead, right? So if we were to do. Can I get, yeah, that should be pretty neatly aligned there. If I do 1, 2, 3 of them. Yeah, I think that should work pretty good. That should work pretty well, I'd rather say. So what I'll do is let's run. Let's try and get it a little bit more straight. So let's do that. And we'll pay for the paths and we'll see about the construction starting. And then what I would like to do is we'll do something on the other side too. We'll do something like that, okay? We'll get that path going, actually, and let's get these in place. Just seeing, do we need... Oh, actually, no, we don't need that. Let's just get all of those paid for. So I'm happy to make that work. And then what we need to do is we need a bit of a garbage facility in this area, I think. So if I grab one of these guys, there should be a nice bit of room here. If I did that, I think that'll work. Let's do that. And I'll also do... Oh, man. We'll do that. We'll pay for those. I'm going to get this built. And we'll... No, not hazardous waste. We'll get a bit of biological waste in there. And that should... Really? It's not getting everybody picked up here yet. Can we get... There's really nothing to be done? My goodness. Yeah, so that's a bit of a bummer. We'll have to let it be for the time being. Let's let it be. So let's get that construction going. We should have, yeah, workers are plenty, ready to go. And hopefully when they arrive on the other side, we are seeing workers going everywhere. Okay, so let's get one, and let's get started. To be honest, I'm just gonna pay for this because I just want to make sure we've got this all moving. Now let's do one. Well, let's get a sign there. Let's assign on all of these adjacent ones. Make a move, make a move, make a move. All of that's done. Is this filling up nicely? Okay, excellent. So with that in mind, let's buy a couple of trains, or at least one train, to at least move oil for us here. Yeah, the problem is multiple oil trains in this location will ultimately be a bit of a challenge, right? We're going to start clogging this one up. So I think one train is going to be more than enough. Let's just buy it over here. Okay, so we would like one of these guys. Oh, that's a new one. Oh, no. Electric locomotive. Yeah, we're happy to buy that one. And then we want some wagons. So let's give me some cargo wagons for to move some of this stuff. So that's the oil tankers there. Right, so let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I think that's going to be sufficient for the time being. We'll grab this train. It's only going to go back and forth over there. I think the one is going to be fine. So it's an extra 600 tons of oil that we can grab through there. So you're going to pop in here. You're going to wait until you're fully loaded. And then you're going to come over here and you're going to unload that. And I'm probably sure you're just going to do that. So let's just make a start on that route there. I think that'll be pretty good. It might get a little tight over here, so I might, at some point, it might be an interesting thing to do a little bit of a bypass to run through there and join up probably over here, to be honest. Probably going to be the best thing we can do is join that up, but at least we should get a little bit more oil now. I don't think we need an extra train more than that. Okay, so with that in mind, let's quickly go back and see what we've done. So let's clear all of this. So we've moved. So there should be way more wagons ready to go here, right? Yeah, there's lots of hoppers. So we should be able to move a fair bit of this stuff in terms of that. And we should have these guys ready to go. Now, what's going on over here? Yeah, we're still struggling with that. So I'm going to just take one of these guys and we're going to add the waste cargo wagons. So I'm looking for the ES waste. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. 7, 8 of them. Let's just get 8 of them going. And I'm going to say, buddy, you're going to pop in there. You're going to load up on mixed waste. And, no, so take that off. So I'm going to have to get you a setup that works. So, I'm going to do hazardous waste, hazardous waste, hazardous waste, more hazardous waste, more hazardous waste, and then we'll do 2 biologicals. Yeah, I think that's okay. Oh. No. Here we go. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, that's perfect. So you're just doing that. You're going there, and then you're from there moving all the way to the border. So let's fly on over to the border. Look at those helicopters buzzing around. Yeah, we don't have an efficient setup for helicopter construction. Okay, now we'll pop in here and we'll say you are going to unload. And you wait until you're unloaded and start. So with that in mind, we should see you doing your thing, right? Let's just pop in here and see. So you're heading in to go and get it. So you'll make a loop around. That's okay. Our hospital here is built. Can give it some ambulances. Let's just go back in and come back around. That's a pretty long train, actually. 1,000 tons of coal. I like it. How much? 33,000 rubles. My goodness. That's not good. Well, let's get rid of that. We're just having a look at this guy. We should be moving a lot more hazardous waste to the border with this train. still running on diesel. It has diesel available. It might have to fill up though. No, not quite yet. So as it pulls in here, it'll load up hazardous waste pretty quickly, I think. So then we should be able to move more of them. Yeah, hopefully that's good now. I'm very keen to see that moving. I would like to get onto the plastics now. Okay, so now what did this guy bring? How much food did it bring? I don't know, but we need to keep an eye on that food production. I'm quite afraid of that. Quite afraid of that. Let's keep going there. This one costs us a lot of money. This one costs us a lot of money. Ooh, a new vehicle type. I like it. Just want to keep an eye on it. Are we clearing this guy out? It looks pretty good, actually. Looks like we're moving a little bit more out there because we've got the 2 trains now. Hopefully that's going to help us move things, keep things going over here. I'm happy to sell the hazardous waste for the time being until we get our setup going. It's not actually looking at hazardous waste just yet. So that could be a bit of a bummer. Well, that's it. It's almost full. And this one is actually almost empty. So that's good. That means we'll have a little bit more capacity to start running things through here. Yeah, that one's just going straight on there. And it's not going to have any biological waste. It's just going to pick it up and go. And how many wagons does it actually have? Oh, it's doing a couple. But anyway, there we go. So that should make a move out to the border. And now I'm thinking everything should be back up and running. Oh, yes, it is. And so hopefully we'll see that be exported again. So if we go and have a look at the last month's exports, we've got nuclear fuel back up and running again. We've got mechanical components making some big money. We see a little bit of coal out there, 2,000 tons of coal. We don't see any of the iron. Don't see any of the iron, but that's okay. That is fine. Alcohol, clothing, explosives. Yeah, some of this stuff we want to use more and export less. We're still exporting livestock. I need to go and have a look at that. What's going on over here? Can you please move some of these things out? There's still a lot of mixed waste in here, guys. Still a lot of waste. There is a lot of waste being generated here. Do I have enough vehicles? Yeah, we've got a lot of them moving, doing its thing. Not a lot happening from the construction industry's perspective, so that's okay. Oh, look at this. Actually, we can make a start on some of this stuff. Let's get Commotionovs to come in here and start building some stuff for us. You know what? Can I just build the roads, please? The roads just makes it take so much longer. So let's just do that. That's okay. That's okay. Those are the roads, right? All the roads there. That's not a road. So we should be up. There's a little bit of a road going over there. Excellent. So now let's try that again. Komoshinovsk. Let's assign them to these construction bits. Yeah, that's fine. Just make little sections moving. Oh, and we do need to... Oh, this is without power supply? Oh, okay. So we will need to power this area also. Maybe we'll power this area separately right here. Run an extra power here. So that we can actually get this thing moving. I think that's going to be important for us. So let's squeeze another power substation. Actually, let's run it straight in there. That should be pretty good. We will tie that in and we will run another cable. Did you load up full? Yeah, I like it. Oh yeah, good stuff. This is powered, right? Yeah, excellent. So hopefully now we'll start seeing that we're getting more of that in there, so we can actually now start producing more, bringing more workers in. That's awesome. Let's do that. Let's quickly finish off this. So we'll get the second one to run. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, that's okay. Let's do that. We'll pay for that. We'll also pay for this guy. And that means we can now drop fuel here. Now, fuel from over there or fuel from over there, it's really even Steven, isn't it? Local distribution is fully loaded, so we can't actually assign something, but the other one is fully loaded too. How much oil, how much fuel do we have? We've got tons of fuel here, but it's probably a little bit better for us to do it from this side. So shall I look into... I think we should stop running some of these guys. Bitchy store, and then we're going to the customs house. I really don't need that anymore. That's no longer required. So just send everybody home. No vehicles. Okay. So let's just close out all of this. And you can come home once you're done with your routes. Similarly with this one, we don't need to do that anymore. That's for also bitumen, right? Now let's stop doing that. We'll just move it with, no longer move it with trucks. And this is the fuel store. It's doing some fuel exports. We don't need these anymore either. So I'm just going to drop out all of these. So we'll have all of these trucks come back. We don't need any of them. What I will do, we've got some trucks assigned to these. So what I'll do is I'll use this one. Instead of doing exports, I'll... so this one actually is Termoilski distribution. So let's rename that. So let's do... Termoilski fuel. So that's Termoilski fuel distribution. Save that as the name there, and then we'll change it to Termoilski distribution. Yeah, Termoilski distribution. I like it. I like it a lot. This one over here. We'll change this one's name to, shall we call it motorway distribution? Let's do it motorway distribution. Motorway fuel distribution. Doing a very particular job for us. Yep, and we'll call it motorway. And we'll just call the building motorway distribution. Motorway distribution. So I'll give it a few minutes to just get all of these vehicles to come back. That's okay. Now, if we were to want to do a little bit of plastics, right, we could get chemicals pretty easily distributed from over here. So this is chemical distribution. We can get it distributed from over here. Now, what do we need for plastics? So if we could do a little bit of plastics, that would be brilliant. We need oil and we need oil and we need chemicals. So chemicals we have, but we also need oil. And this is not a bad spot. This would not be a bad spot if we can get the workers out here. As a little bit of a, we should be able to get. It's a little problematic, isn't it? All of this stuff. We need to clear all of this stuff out. Over here, maybe. Will it work over here? It could work over here. Let's, I'm not using that path anymore, so let's quickly clear out this path and see if we can't get a little bit of a plastic production moving here. If we do that, I'm just going to pay to get it removed. I'm not doing the demolitions yet. I will do the demolitions, but for now, let's just see about seeing if we can't make a plastics facility work in here. I think it will work. Though we won't be able to store a lot. 12 tons of plastics. That's really not ideal. So if we were to flip it around, well, take it that way, we can get it here. Will that work? We get it as close as possible there. So let's do that. That should work. Can we get a very small little storage facility in place here? The very tiniest of storage facilities. I'm not sure we will. So if I were to grab it really doesn't want to do that, does it? Do that. Try that one more time. We do this. There we go. So that's the bare minimum space that we need there. Let's see if that'll work and get a little something going. We're still happy. We're still healthy. Let's move things along. Can we please get this to work? Really? Is that the tiny... Oh, man. That's actually pretty close. I'm kind of wondering if I mess around with this a little bit, right? We do that, and we do this. Oh, where can we? We do that. That's pretty good. Now, if we trim that back, and we try and tie it in over. Ooh, I like it. That's a little better. That's a little better. Give me again. We don't actually need that. Well, path could be useful. Why? Nothing, not even a... Spin it around? Really? Yeah, that's not going to work. Anything smaller than that? I do like that guy, that warehouse. Let's have a look, see if we've got a little modded warehouse. Warehouse. I'm looking for a tiny little modded warehouse. I think that one is the same as the one that's in there. I think it's the same. None of these tiny warehouses. Let's have a look. Have a look at that one. And have a look at that one. And, oh, that's a port. Yeah, that's not going to work. So this one, I think this one is the same. Yeah, it just does not want to... It's so close. So close. It just doesn't want to play ball. How about this? This one will work. This one will work. We're going to do that. There we go. And what I will do is I'm going to build the roads. And then we'll get the guys to start constructing stuff a little bit for us. And what we'll do is we'll get a little bit of a path going over here. The question really is, in my mind, do we have... Oh, we can't actually tie these together any better. So that really doesn't matter too much. So all we'll do is we'll pay for that little section there. So now construction crews should build this one, and then we'll be able to do our very own plastics, which I'm loving. I'm loving the idea of that. Our money is coming back in. These guys have all come back, which is good. I'm pretty keen on getting this reassigned. So what you'll do is you will pick up fuel and you will do all the motorway stops, right? So that means this one. It means that one. And then I can remove it from the other one. And it means We don't have a fuel station over here? That's interesting. That's very interesting. It'll also mean that one over there. And it'll mean this one over here. Okay, so you will be responsible for keeping those nice and full, up at about 80% each. Right? Make a move. Right? That's what you're doing. You're the motorway distribution. So all the stuff along the motorway, you're distributing to that one. Okay? The other guys, I'm going to get rid of you at some point. Maybe move you over if we can. And then that means you don't have to do any of these, right? So at the moment, we've got some of these things assigned. Right, so let's see. Dubasalia. I think that's kind of butchering it. Let's get rid of you. We definitely also want to get rid of the sweets. That's fine. We'll get rid of those too. That one's okay for now. We might move them over later. And I don't think you're doing any of the others. So with that in mind, now at least there's a little bit of spare capacity in those systems. So now hopefully those guys will start moving things through a little bit quicker. We'll get our fuel distributed. This is oil coming in yet again. I do love that we're now actually topping up our oil. That means we can also up our workers here a little bit more. We should be able to fill up these a little bit more. They are moving by train. How quickly do you actually unload? No. Why? Go back there, please. And I'm actually going to say wait until unloaded. Yeah, so go back, take your loop around, do it again, because you shouldn't just drop off like 3. I do wonder if they run out of power or something. So let's just get this one to move. We'll get our plastics built, and then we'll slowly start moving things out one by one. Get out of the way there. Get in place, and now let's see. Can you load this off a little quicker? So why are you not unloading? What's the problem here? Are you not powered? Hang on. Are we? Hang on. Let's go underground. Haha, we've never set it up. That's the problem. We've never set it up. Okay, let's set it up. That's the issue, really. Let's go underground from here into there. Do that and pay for it, please. Okay, and now you should be unloading. Excellent. Okay, we forgot about that. Sorted. These guys can still run through here. That shouldn't be too busy in the long run if we get the diesel vehicles off of the line. That should move it through. So that means this guy should actually be full. Oh, not quite. So where did it go is the question. Where did it go? There's some workers coming in. Good stuff. Okay, so let's assign a few more things for construction. So the helicopters, bring in everything you can. Bring in everything. Let's just start working on absolutely everything. And then actually do all of this. You could actually do these things pretty quickly and effectively. Let's get everything going. Actually, get everything assigned. Okay, now what you can, if you couldn't do that, the rest of you guys can assign the rest of that. So let's see about actively getting this moving. So we should be moving a lot of people through here now, and more workers is now ready to go and available. So hopefully that'll work. I don't want you to, honestly, I don't want you to work in any of these buildings. So I'll please switch you all off for now. Let's just make sure we're not getting any workers in any of these buildings. They're all filling up quite nicely. You know what? We could start moving some stuff through, but I'd rather not. Let's just get more of this working. We don't have water and power in here. Ooh, what we do need is we need a couple of fire trucks. So let's give me some. I would like fairly quick fire trucks, but fairly effective fire trucks too. This guy is not too bad. level 19, level 26. So I'm going to go with maybe 2 of those and one of these. See about that. And what we can do is we can just drop that down to about 50 workers. So now at least we'll have fire coverage in this area. All of these guys should be covered, I think. Not quite. We might have to run across this side too. There's a lot of little bits and pieces that we're still not quite comfortable with. But I do like my little cable car across the mountain here. That's going to be really effective at getting workers in here. And I'm hoping we can actually get our waste in there too. So that goes that way, that goes that way, that goes that way, that goes that way, and we'll keep on moving things around. That is pretty cool. I like it. Good. Okay, so I think that's going to be the episode. Yeah, that is going to be the episode. We should be moving these things pretty effectively now, and this should be filling up pretty nicely, and we should be seeing more workers over here, and hopefully we are getting more people around in here, and hopefully we still haven't filled these in yet. How are we struggling so much with the birth rate? I do wonder. We do have these guys, so let's just bump up the loyalty there, and we have a bit of a problem with wastes. So where is our local waste collection? Yeah, we're really struggling with it. This guy is generating its own waste, is it? Yeah, it is. So what we can do, let's get a bit of a waste collection going on right over there. Well, let's move it in. So if we did the waste piece here, right, and we got our path to go out that way, and we've got a little bit of an access point there, and we made a bit of a move like this, right? Will all of that see us having a waste collection? Yes, it does. I like it. Okay, so let's get biological waste stored here as well. And then everybody can start picking it up and moving it around. I don't think this is generating hazardous waste though, is it? I don't think so. I don't think so. Excellent. That is good. How is this going? Still under construction. That's okay. I don't mind it being under construction. That's okay. We'll start doing plastics in the next episode. So guys, there we go. That is done. Out of fuel over here. We've just probably picked up a big train here to go and export it. 420 tons of fuel. Wow, look at how quickly and effectively this is moving. We do need to get these slower trains off of the network. They're causing us a bit of a slowdown. So I'm happy for... So what we need workers to get in here. So all of these guys popping out, they should be working at a variety of these places. And hopefully we've got a lot of different things in here to just kind of sort that out. But I do like our trains. It's working. We should be able to do a lot of waste trains as well. Excellent. And what are we seeing over here? Have we managed to finish off that section? We still have a little bit of work to do over here. It is underway there, though. So we've got a little bit of a section to go here still. So hopefully we'll see some trains moving through and doing that for us at some point. How many places are you still working on? Just the one? Oh, it is under construction at the moment. Oh, there it is. Missed it out completely. So now I'll move on to the next little section. So that's good. Happy to see our rails being built quickly and effectively. We should see about adding a few more buildings in here, but we're really struggling with that population growth. We're not nearing the 17,000 yet, and we do need to keep an eye on what's happening with the food production. I would like to see way more food production here. So if we need to update our trains to come in here, I think it's about time to do that as well. Just make sure we boost that food production. How many workers? I mean, there's tons of workers here. We should definitely do that in the next episode. Guys, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.